I wanted to talk to you a bit about research
Okay.
and about referencing, about images, and about books.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I know that you have a very vast book and t-shirt collection.
Yeah.
Do you think collecting and researching are the same thing?
No, I mean, I think there's a lot of people that buy stuff just to buy stuff.
Is that
which
you?
I've fallen into that category with other things before.
Yeah.
And I think collecting that's a dark road to go down.
Yeah.
Depending on what you...
And that's the road you're not on.
I mean, I'm on that road to an extent because it's just like, once you get started with something, it's really tough to stop.
You've been writing more in the past couple of years, and you have a book coming out. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And then you've also been shooting more. You've added
Yeah.
to your multi-hyphenate agenda.
Great. Master of none officially now.
Yeah. You shot for vowels, famously.
Yes. Famously.
In these more like explicitly creative disciplines, do you do more research, or do you do different kind of research than like in your consulting work?
Less.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Less.
I mean, I think it's like, obviously there's like gonna be some references and you have to show the client what they want to see to an extent, but like, once you're out there, you're out there.
Yeah. Do you think that there is any such thing as like a truly like ahistorical work that like doesn't have any references in it at all? Like
now?
Something that you see that you're like, oh, that's actually kind of brand new. Like I can't parse this at all.
Yeah, maybe, but it's usually bad. Or it's like, I just don't think there's a way, I don't like that kind of stuff. Like I don't like the future, I don't like technology, I don't care about any of that shit. Like I think it's already been done right.
Yeah.
And there's a reason that we keep going back to that.
I wanted to ask you about your Tumblr.
Sure.
We've talked at length before.
Yeah, I forgot we have. Yeah.
About your Tumblr. In the past, you're a prolific Tumblr user. I did look at it last week and you had updated it.
Update every day.
That's amazing. Do you consider that a library?
I don't even know.
What is it?
I'm a habit person.
Yeah.
And so once I start doing it, I'm just like, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if it's in vogue or if it's popular or if people see it. It doesn't really matter. I mean, that's a great example of like, well, it's nice to put this stuff somewhere that's not of a desktop.
Let's go to the library.
Sure, let's go to the library.
What's this one?
I actually don't know what this is. It's a magazine called Bijutsu, I guess. It's like a Ryan McGinley special, but it's kind of it's got the interview, but it's also just kind of got a selection of some of his classics.
Yeah.
This in particular, everyone has seen probably. That's like a pretty famous, but I think she died actually, which is sad. But yeah, it sums it up pretty well.
What is it about McGinley's photos that you like?
I just think it's a reoccurring theme with me. It's like a youth capturing that I think, like the Tina Barney thing is like that to some extent. Like Angela Hill does that a lot. It's just something about like that time period of your life, especially when you're like, in some of these cases, beautiful and on drugs. It really romanticizes kind of that, everything is in front of you.
Yeah. What's this one?
This is Glenn O'Brien, How to Be a Man. Glenn, rest in peace, is kind of the only person I've ever, and it took me a while to realize this, but like, he has a career similar to mine, or like one that I would like to imitate. He kind of did whatever he wanted. He like worked in fashion advertising, but he also obviously wrote books, and he had a GQ column, which I also have. So it's kind of like, he's just the guy. He was like the coolest and in the right circles and did it right. And this book is kind of a classic, and it goes through kind of everything from like sex to suits, and how to behave as a man. The blurbs he got are Kate Moss, Calvin Klein, Debbie Harry, Richard Prince, Jim Jarmusch, Lauren Hutton, and Tom Ford. It's like that's what you really want. That's like such a crazy. It's a murderer's row.
What's this one?
This is a Japanese version of Girls by Pamela Hansen, but I think she really is able to capture like youth in a way. I mean, obviously some of this stuff is fashion, but like she was just there and like and just such an interesting, cool woman. And I also think this was kind of, I don't think there were a lot of women on this level at this time. This is a Japanese magazine that's focused on portraits, this is just so kind of evocative. Miles Davis and the crazy hair era. Look at this fucking hair.
So good.
So lit. It's great. It's like the only thing I really like.
Shooting photos.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only thing I'm actually interested in. Everything else is like a job,
yeah.
I think. This is Roe Etheridge, American Polychronic, which is kind of like a history of his work, which I own this one. I'm a big Roe Etheridge guy. I think he's just like, it gets freaky sometimes, but it still works for me.
Yeah.
But he's taken a lot of great, there's one, it's in the MoMA, which I found out recently, but I'm from Atlanta, and there's like a famous highway called Spaghetti Junction, where and it's like from above, it looks fucking crazy, you know? It's just and he's from Atlanta too.
Yeah.
And then he took this amazing like overhead shot of Spaghetti Junction that I really want in my house. And it's nice to see, like, Atlanta, when I was growing up, did not feel like a place where like people like him come from. My name is Chris Black, and I'm going to add One Step, Big Shot by Gus Van Sant to the Vowels library. This is a book I've had for a long time, and it's Gus Van Sant, the director. It's like his casting Polaroids. So it's kind of got young pictures of everyone from, like, you know, Nicole Kidman to Jason Lee, Charlize Theron, Keanu, everyone's in it. And it feels like a different time in a great way.